happy today. How do you feel? We're going to read Identify.
Let's talk about character emotions.
Hello children, how are you? How are you? I'm glad you're tuning in today. How are you? How are you? Hello my beautiful children, how are you today? Thank you for coming in, tuning into another Read Aloud with Miss Glam and the Glam Girl Reads. I am happy today. How do you feel? Really? Well, I am happy that you also have some positive emotions, but I also want you to know that it's okay to have some positive emotions and some negative emotions. Today, I'm going to read you a story about a character who has many different emotions in this one story. Have you ever had a day where you had lots of different emotions? What type of emotions did you have? Let's go to our thinking board.
Thinking board.
Emotions are also called feelings, like being happy, mad, or scared. You feel them because of what you see, hear, remember, and do. So whether you're sad and blue or happy and excited, you can share your feelings with other people by talking about them. These will be positive emotions: happy, excited, surprised. These will be strong emotions: frustrated, angry, and disappointed. So as we read today, I want you to be prepared for our check for understanding section. So we're going to read, identify the character's emotion, and then we have to find evidence. So by the time we get to the end and we talk about how the character actually felt, we are going to say the reason why we feel this way. The Most Magnificent Thing by Ashley Spires. This is a girl and her best friend in the whole wide world. They do all kinds of things together. They race, they eat, they explore, they relax. She makes things, he unmakes things. One day, the girl has a wonderful idea. She is going to make the most magnificent thing. She knows just how it will look. She knows just how it will work. All she has to do is make it. And she makes things all the time. Easy-peasy. First, she hires an assistant. Next, they gather their supplies and they set up somewhere out of the way and get to work. The girl tinkers and hammers and measures while her assistant pounces and growls and chews. When she is finished, she steps back to admire her work. She walks around one side. Her assistant examines the other side. It doesn't look right. Her assistant picks up and gives it a shake. It doesn't feel right either. They are shocked to discover that the thing isn't magnificent or good. It isn't even the kind of sort of okay. It is all wrong. She tosses it to the side and gives it another go. She smooths and wrenches and fiddles. Her assistant circles and tugs and wags. When she is finished, she stands up and takes a long look at it. Her assistant gives it a nudge with his paw. The thing is still wrong. She decides to try again. The girl saws and glues and adjusts. She stands and examines and stares. She twists and tweets and fastens. She fixes and straightens and studies. She tries all different ways to make it better. She makes it square. She makes it round. She gives it legs. She adds antennas. She makes it fuzzy. She makes it long, short, rough, smooth, big, small. One even smells like stinky cheese. But none of them are magnificent. Her hard work attracts a few admirers, but they don't understand. They can't see the magnificent thing that she had in her mind. She is mad. The angrier she gets, the faster she works. She smashes pieces into shapes. She jams parts together. She pummels the little bits in. Her hands feel too big to work, and her brain is too full of all the not right things. If only the thing would just work. Crunch! The pain starts in her finger. It rushes to her brain and she explodes. It is not her finest moment. I'm no good at this. I quit. Her assistant suggests a walk. It's not much help at all. But before long, she starts to feel different. Bit by bit, the mad gets pushed out of her head. As they stroll along, she comes across the first wrong thing that she made. The bad feelings are about to start over again. Then she notices something surprising. There are small parts of the wrong things that are really quite right. The bolts on one, the shape of another, the will to seat ratio of the next. There are all sorts of parts that she likes. By the time she reaches the end of the trail, she finally notices how to make the things magnificent. She gets to work. She works carefully and slowly, tinkers, hammering, twisting, fiddling, gluing, painting. Her assistant makes sure that there are no distractions. This is the perfect thing to ward off bears. This will stop that leak. This one's all wet. The afternoon fades into evening. Finally, she finishes. She alerts her assistant. The pair take a good long look. It leans a little to the left, and it's a bit heavier than expected. The color could use a bit of work too, but it's just what she wanted. They climb aboard and take it for a spin. They are not disappointing. It really is the most magnificent thing. And when the story's over and when we reach the end, we live happily ever after in the land of make pretend. Bum bum bubbly bum. And when the story's over and when we reach the end, if you think you like the story and you wanna read it again, just hit like, subscribe, and right before your eyes, you can watch it over again and again. Let's check for understanding. Do you remember what happened in this picture? Yes, the little girl had a wonderful idea to build something magnificent. She was very happy. Can you recall what happened in this picture? Yes, towards the middle of the story, the girl was very angry and frustrated the way that her magnificent ideas were turning out. What about this picture? Can you imagine going through such an emotional roller coaster and then get to the very end and everything turned out the exact way that you imagined it? Yes, she was excited. Did you guess that she was excited? Sometimes we can look at the character's face to determine their emotions. So remember, if you have have a passion to make something and it doesn't come out quite the way you think it will, always have that passion, that drive, even if you have frustration, and perseverance. Have perseverance to keep trying it over and over again. And sooner than you know, you will be successful at making your special object. Thank you for tuning in to another episode with the Glam Girl Reads. So long!